Eating after a cancer diagnosis is tough. You want to fuel your body and eat the right things, but you also want to make sure what you're eating is safe. In this video, I'm showing you the best cancer-fighting smoothie. Whether you've just been diagnosed with cancer, in treatment, or even recovering from your treatment, well, this smoothie is for you. I'm gonna show you the exact ingredients to put in your smoothie, and at the very end of this video, I'm gonna show you the biggest mistakes that women make when they make smoothies. You do not wanna miss that. Now, your smoothie needs to start off with a good liquid base. We wanna add liquid so it blends really well, but most women don't know whether to add cow's milk, almond milk, coconut milk, or even just water. In this recipe, I'm gonna use almond milk. This is a great milk alternative if you don't wanna use cow's milk or you just don't like the taste. Almond milk is low in calories, but it's also gonna give you that smoothie texture by adding in some liquid. Now, there's a lot of concern around cow's milk or dairy products after cancer, but most of that concern is not warranted. Certain types of cow's milk has been shown to be safe for cancer survivors. Even in hormone-positive cancer, you can continue to have dairy products. It's safe and it has not been linked to increasing your risk of cancer or a cancer recurrence. But you will want to select low-fat alternatives, something like 1% or 2% milk. This is still gonna offer you that great protein that comes along with dairy and some milks. But this lower fat content will also make sure that it keeps your calories in check. There have been studies published that show full-fat milk can increase your risk of cancer. It's thought that the higher amount of calories contribute to weight gain in women, and it's this weight gain that causes cancer or a cancer recurrence. This has long been known. Women who are overweight or obese are at a higher risk of getting cancer or a cancer recurrence. Avoiding higher fat dairy or milk is one way to keep your calories in check and avoid this weight gain. We are gonna add some dairy into the smoothie, but more on that in a little bit. Now we need to add in some protein. The amino acids that you get from protein are critical for your recovery from chemo, radiation, or even surgery. When receiving this type of treatment, we know that cancer cells are being targeted, but unfortunately, some of your healthy cells will be damaged too. This is where many of the side effects occur. Healthy cells that are the collateral damage of treatment, well, they're damaged too. The good news is that those healthy cells, well, they can repair and rebuild. But in order to do that as fast as possible, you need the right amino acids and the right amount of protein. If those amino acids are missing, then it's going to take you longer to recover and repair. So let's add in some ingredients that are high in protein. First, put a scoop of protein powder in your smoothie. I'm using a vanilla protein powder that I really like. But it can be overwhelming trying to pick the right protein powder that's safe for you after cancer. There are so many options, it's hard to know what to pick and what to avoid. At the end of this video, I'm gonna show you my favorite options. This will help you feel not so overwhelmed. I'm gonna give you my top 3 picks. Now, a scoop of protein powder will have about 30 grams of protein. During cancer treatment and recovery, it's hard to get enough protein. Foods that are high in protein, like chicken breasts or fish, well, they're not really all that appetizing when you're going through cancer treatment. So by adding in a scoop of protein powder, you're gonna get a big boost of protein in a really easy way. Now, understandably, some women I work with in the Cancer Freedom Program, they don't wanna be eating protein supplements every day. They're a bit uncomfortable with using protein powder. Totally understandable. But here's what to consider. While you're in cancer treatment or cancer recovery, you might wanna select an easy option. Hit the easy button. Using protein powder increases the amount of protein you eat. This is fast and simple. Then, once you start to recover and feel more like yourself and get more energy, then you can start to phase out the protein supplement and add back in more whole foods. Going through cancer treatment, although it feels like it takes forever, it's actually a really short period of your life. This will pass quite quickly. What matters more is what you do over the weeks, months, and years of your life. But let's make sure you're supported as well as possible during your treatment. You do not need to suffer from side effects. And one big way to make sure you avoid any unnecessary side effects is to make sure you're getting enough protein. The second protein source that I want to add to this smoothie is Greek yogurt. This is a great source of protein and it makes the consistency of the smoothie really nice. Pick a low-fat alternative and add in your Greek yogurt. The next thing that we want to do is add in some flavor. Taste changes during cancer treatment or chemo. It makes it hard to eat certain foods. We need to make sure that your food is flavorful, but in a good way. For this, I'm adding in berries. Berries are a great option for cancer survivors. They're not too acidic, but they're still flavorful, which means that they're not going to cause acid reflux or upset your stomach. Sometimes eating foods that are really acidic can actually make your nausea worse. You want to avoid this. So instead, use berries, as they'll typically not have the same effect. You can also substitute in the frozen variety here. This is often what I do if I'm finding it difficult to get access to fresh fruit. Depending on where you live and the season, it might be difficult to access fresh produce. So instead, you can use frozen options. They're typically not processed at all, just straight frozen, so you don't have to worry about any additives or preservatives. Berries are excellent because they're going to add in two things that cancer survivors need. First, they're a great source of antioxidants. We know that cancer survivors, they're in need of antioxidants. Cancer treatment and even cancer itself, it places your body under a lot of stress. This stress causes oxidative stress, depleting your antioxidants. To help fight off common colds and the flus, we need antioxidants. But they're also really important to prevent a cancer recurrence. It's antioxidants from a variety of plants that will help lower your risk of recurrence. Now, you may have heard or been told that you should avoid antioxidants during your cancer treatment, that you should not be getting antioxidants, especially during chemo or radiation. Now, this is true, but only in supplement form. There was actually a study that showed women who took antioxidant supplements during chemo, well, they actually had worse treatment outcomes. They actually had lower remission and survival rates. Really scary, right? They were trying to take antioxidant supplements to support their bodies during treatment, and they ended up causing more harm than good. So you'll want to avoid antioxidant supplements, things like vitamin E, vitamin C, or coenzyme Q10. But supplements and food sources are actually quite different. Supplements typically have mega doses, much larger doses than what you would be able to get from your food alone. Let me give you an example. If you were to receive a vitamin C infusion, this is vitamin C given to you IV through your veins. Well, you would be getting the same amount of vitamin C that you would get from eating 50 oranges. 50! You would never sit down and eat 50 oranges. That would be ridiculous. And when it comes to supplements, the dose matters. You can safely eat antioxidants in your food during chemo and radiation because you won't get to the harmful levels. Okay, so we added berries for the antioxidants, but we're also adding in berries for the fiber. Berries are high in fiber, and as a cancer survivor, you need more of that. We know that cultures that eat higher amounts of fiber, they actually have lower cancer rates. Unfortunately, in North America, we don't eat a lot of foods that are high in fiber. So as a cancer survivor, you need to be more intentional about including this. And it's easy once you know what you're looking for. Fortunately, berries are a really tasty option that are high in fiber. This is a great place to start. Okay, but here is the biggest mistake that I see women make when they make a smoothie for cancer recovery. I've seen this over and over again, and I do not want you to make the same mistake. They add in way too many ingredients. Smoothies are better to be kept simple. Many women will add in chia seeds, flax seeds, coconut oil. Gosh, it's just way too many ingredients and it's too many calories. Although all of those ingredients are healthy foods, we still need to make sure you're getting the right amount of calories from the right types of foods. And that is where most women go wrong. Their smoothie ends up being 1,000 to 1,200 calories. It could be 80% of your calories in one sitting. It's gone, just like that. And because smoothies are so easy to drink, you gotta be mindful of the amount of calories that are in them. You will always be able to consume more calories in liquid form. If you drink them through a straw, you'll slurp them back even faster. It's risky because you need a delicate balance. You wanna eat enough calories to fuel your body, but not too many. Don't make this same mistake. Less is more. Okay, so now that you know how to make the best cancer-fighting smoothie, the next thing that you need to decide is which protein powder is right for you. That's exactly why I've linked up this next video here on my favorite and least favorite protein powders. This is a perfect place to start. Click the link here. I'll see you in the next video.